So Eddie, what have you come to see me today for?
You see, I've just had this feeling inside of me that girls only come to me to go out dancing and like stuff like that.
So you think women don't like you because you dance?
Yeah, and it's weird because like I'm so much more than that. Like I go read, I go out dancing, I volunteer, I like museums and stuff. And it just doesn't seem they take me
there.
They
don't care about the museums.
Yo, oh Steph, you wanna go out dancing? Hey, can we cut this short?
Alright, I guess so.
Yeah, I'll be right there. Hey, next week?
Yeah, next week.
Thanks.
Alright, man.
Hey, Salsa Steve, going on adventures that you won't believe. Been around the world and back again. Don't miss, make sure that you're tuning in. Yeah, hey, good food, good times. Too much fun, so we can't slow down. Got that vibe, he bring that sauce. On the next flight, and we about to take off.
Alright, guys. We are here with Eddie Coronado or
Coronado.
What does a coronado mean? Is that like a hat?
Coronado's like crowned. Like it means crowned.
Yeah. Like crown someone?
Yeah, like you're someone that's been crowned, like a king or a queen, like somebody getting crowned.
Okay, now like knighted.
Yeah, not like a full-on sword. Yeah, no.
Alright. Eddie, tell me about yourself. Let's hear something.
Yeah, so something about myself. I'm the oldest of 4.
Okay.
Mexican family. I was born in Mexico, in Reynosa, Tamaulipas.
You were born in Mexico?
Yeah, I was born in Mexico. Yeah.
You don't have like an accent or anything.
Huh?
You don't have like an accent or anything.
No, I mean, some people, when I get excited, it comes out. Like, I'll start talking really fast. And, like, you'll hear my words. My little brothers make fun of me all the time because of it. Because, like, they speak English fluently. And, like, I'll struggle in some words.
Okay.
So there's that. I moved to New Braunfels, little German town down the road. Worst Fest goes on down there when I was 9.5.
Okay.
I grew up.
How was it out there? That's like a nice little town. I've been out there a couple times.
It's very nice. It's very cool. We have the river.
That square, right? That's where
that down San Marcos.
Oh,
that's where all the drinking happens.
Oh, okay.
That's why you can't even remember because that's where all the drinking happens.
Yeah.
Okay,
that was San Marcos.
Yeah.
Okay, New Braunfels then.
Yeah, New Braunfels is the one with the river. Like we have the Lacey River, and then there's the festivals. They have a bunch of stuff that goes on.
It's a little German town.
Little German town, yeah.
I thought there was another. Bourne? Is that another town?
Bernie, and then there's Fredericksburg.
Fredericksburg. Are those all little German towns?
I think Fredericksburg is for sure. That's where Enchanted Rock, the hiking place, is at. Bernie, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So why do they call it a little German town? Is it just
because it's New Braunfels? There's the sister city Braunfels in Germany, and they have Oktoberfest, and then they opened up New Braunfels over here, and then that's their sister cities.
Oh, okay. They're like directly related to.
Yeah, like the founders came from Braunfels, I believe, and then started.
Is there a big German community?
Yeah. I mean, they're very strong in like their old style. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, it's very prominent still.
Oh, okay. I need to go out there.
Yeah, it's fun.
Check that out.
Yeah.
Okay. So what else?
And then I'm a big nerd.
Okay.
Yeah. When throughout high school, like I kind of vibed with everybody. I didn't have a set group, so like I kind of developed different like interests. Like I'm very into anime and like robots. Like in high school, I did robotics.
Oh, nice.
I was in band for a while, but then I also have friends that like they went out partying and like went out and about to the river in the weekends. So like I have a mix of like interests. So sometimes I'll be like talking about like the next party going on, and then like in the middle of the party's like, hey, did anybody watch One Piece? I'm like, oh dude, yeah, I watched. I'm caught up. So
okay, yeah, I have a similar background.
Yeah, so it's just more fun that way. You always have something to talk to about with people.
That's definitely a for sure thing. Yeah, especially because I grew up with a lot of like Latino friends, and more of my Latino friends that were very, very outgoing. But then like I also went to like school with like a lot of nerdy kids, so I bet it kind of like, I mean, it works out in my favor, that's for sure.
Yeah, I still play D&D every now and then. Like,
oh really?
But
I've never played D&D.
Really, D&D sessions take forever. One time we started a session, played for 3 hours, and then we're like, okay, let's go to 6th Street because we're in Austin, so we got to 6th Street till 2, 3 in the morning. And then we get back, and I'm like, all right, guys, time to go home. And they're like, no, let's finish the session.
How does D&D go? I don't even know how that game goes.
So
I heard it like so many times being around so many nerds.
Yeah.
But it's like,
it's like, what do you do?
What are you doing? Is there like because I know there's like a storyteller dude or like a game master?
Dungeon master, yeah.
Dungeon master.
Yeah, so it's a dungeon master. It's kind of like a regular video. Like, let's say you're playing a video game, right? And like you have regular decisions that you make, and like characters answer to that. in D&D, the dungeon master is the video game pretty much, and he starts telling a story. It's like, what are you gonna do? I usually just try to like hook up with random NPCs throughout the thing. I'm like flirt with barmaid down the thing.
But what are the rules?
There's no rules. Like as long as you're like, okay, you're gonna start this thing. Go find this one person, and you start asking people around. Go killing monsters if that's the thing. Start leveling up and stuff like that.
I am confused, dude. That seems like there's no rules, so you're like allowed to do whatever you want.
Yeah, no. A lot of times, the dungeon master will get mad because you break the game. You do something that you shouldn't do because that's not how he planned it out.
Okay, guys.
But you're like, but you didn't tell me I couldn't do that.
Oh, so he's the person.
Yeah, he's the person.
He's controlling it. He's controlling the rules of what you can and cannot do.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can't be like, oh well, I'm God now and I'm gonna fly around. It's like, yo, that's not who you are.
Yeah.
Follow the rules.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay.
So it's a lot of like room for imagination, like do a bunch of whatever you want.
It seems like a lot of room. Okay. All right.
And then, I guess, well, that was like when I was born, and then me growing up. So like more current me, I went to UTSA. I'm still going to UTSA because I have a hard time letting go of things.
Yeah.
I studied engineering. I did electrical engineering. Took me 5 years, and when I finished up, I was like I had a little bit of free time, but then I started getting bored. I was like, let me do something else. So I started going back to UTSA for business classes. Cause
nice.
As an engineer, like it's a lot of time like in the computers, and I'm very people oriented. Like it's a lot of time programming, a lot of time on your own. So it's like business is the way to go. Like I want to be able to talk to people. I want to have connections. Plus, business makes a little bit more money on the long run, so that's nice. More like I can buy more stuff. I can travel to more places, like do more things. So that's pretty exciting.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good plan. Yeah. I mean, I personally, I like programming. I don't know, managing people, I think it'd be a pain in the butt, dude.
It's just about getting to know them. Some people are a pain in the butt, don't get me wrong.
Dude.
I've got into some arguments at work with people just being hard-headed and like, I'm trying to like work with you, but you're not giving me something. But yeah.
Yeah, but I get the whole people aspect, the people person thing. It's like, I get that too. Okay. Anything else?
I'm a Cancer, so it means that I pay attention to stuff that doesn't matter. I'm kidding everybody that believes in like signs, like that's cool. I mean, I don't know what's out there.
I hate those signs. Man. Cause I'm a Virgo, and it says I'm very structured. I mean, I guess in some things I kind of am. I feel like I'm like half and half. Like that's why I have like one arm tattoo.
Really?
Yeah.
That's one.
This is my one crazy half. This is my one normal half.
Boom. My hair grows differently on both sides.
Oh, really?
This side like goes forward and like out, and this side grows like down or like something like that. So like that's what I say my mixed personality.
That was your head.
No, my hair's messed up too. Like
it's like just lumpy.
I got dropped as a child so many times, being the first one.
Yeah. They were learning.
Yeah, it's a learning experience.
All right. You want to do the first round of weird questions?
Shit, shoot.
Alright,
Boss in the middle of the interview.
I know, right?
So like, do I keep rolling?
Alright, let's do this. Alright. I'm gonna write these down because I want to see what other people say.
Okay.
What that's about. Alright, weird question number 1. What's the weirdest thing you have seen in someone else's home?
Weirdest thing I've seen in somebody else's home. That's a rough one. Like house or like
yeah, at their house, at the apartment.
One time, like a long time ago, I walked into like my buddy's place, and like his room was kind of open, and like I look over and like there's a bunch of like swings and like straps and stuff like that. And I'm like,
flashlight.
I'm like, oh shit, man. And then like he saw me looking, he's like, hey bud. I was like, hey man, hey. I was like, I'm not hating you, do your thing, man. I'm all for it.
Don't look at that. Toilet paper. Over or under?
Over or under? I think I've seen the actual diagram. I can't remember what it's like. I'd go over.
Is it?
Because if it's under, I feel like if you pull it, it's just gonna keep on rolling. If it's over, it's like, all right, cool. I have a little bit more control.
Crumple or folded?
Folded? Who the hell crumples it?
There's savages out there, man.
I don't the hell goes, yeah.
I think even watching you do it makes me cringe.
Yeah, this is the most efficient way. That's just straight up nasty. They did not have manners growing up. They probably don't even wash their hands either. If they're crumbling, they don't care about you, me, or anybody out there.
Oh my gosh. They don't care about themselves for sure.
I don't trust a person that crumbles.
Oh man. How many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
Depends on where you place the chickens in the right spot. I think 2 up the nostrils and 1 down the throat is enough. But if you're like pecking at it, at least I'd say 100.
Alright, so 3 to 100. You think 100 chickens could take down an elephant?
Dude, chickens are direct descendants of like freaking dinosaurs. Yeah.
I guess you can say that. That's true.
So, I don't
You
know.
ever seen one without hair? It definitely looks like a little dinosaur.
Yeah, for sure. And then my grandparents have like a ranch. And when I was a kid, my granddad's like, go pet it. I was like, fuck no. And then he was like, no, go pet it. Grab my hand, suck it in. The motherfucker bit me.
Oh, okay.
And like left a little nasty.
Yeah, they do that. The little birds do that too.
So I was like,
Okay. I see what you're saying.
don't kill an elephant.
So 3 or 100. But then the elephant will step on a bunch of them. Let's say he takes out like 30 of them.
See, that's still 70 going after it.
Alright. If peanut butter wasn't called peanut butter, what would it be called? What would you call it?
Nutty paste.
Nutty paste?
Nutty paste.
Okay. Who do you know that really reminds you of a character in a TV show or movie?
Ah, shit. I was thinking about this the other day. But I'm gonna blank out in the middle of this because, of course, that's how life works out. I can't. Not somebody I know, well, like myself. I posted a picture the other day of younger me, and everybody's like, "You look like Gomez, Gomez from the Addams Family."
Oh, okay.
People were like that, and then I used to be called Bruno growing up, like Bruno Mars.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So like I only remember those because it's me. So I guess
Yeah.
that's my answer for that one.
That's a tough one, dude.
Anybody you know?
I'm trying to think right now.
It's because a lot of times it's like you have to see the person. It's like they look like so and so, and it kind of goes away till you see the person again.
Yeah. Can't think of it off the top of my head either. That's a hard one. Nope. Can't think of it. In one sentence, how would you sum up the internet?
Lots of porn.
Pineapple on pizza.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you. Is cereal soup? Why or why not?
Cereal soup. Isn't it supposed to be more like a broth? Soup is all like liquidy broths like have stuff in it. So
Would you call ramen soup?
ramen soup. Ooh, that's a solid ass question. Do you call it ramen soup? I just call it ramen.
No. Would you call ramen soup?
Yes.
Yes, right?
Yeah, so
Would you call pho soup? Yeah.
Yeah, still.
But not cereal.
Uh-uh.
So you're saying cereal?
It's
so for it to be soup, it has to be
To me, it has to be like
salty or
warm.
savory.
It has to be warm.
It has to be warm
or
and savory.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to Google that. I don't know.
These are the questions that people usually ask while they're high or in interviews.
I mean, trying to think of a soup with milk in it, like a dumpling soup or something. You know?
Even then, it's just more water. It's like it's all warm. Like
Yeah.
imagine having like warm cereal, chunky milk cereal. Just, I mean, warm milk by itself is good. So
How about like watery oatmeal?
oatmeal makes me want to throw up.
Fucking hate oatmeal.
I've never been a big fan.
Let's move on. I think that was it. That was a lightning round of questions.
Okay, cool.
That was a weird question.
That was very intense.
I think those are pretty good.
I like them. You get to know somebody.
I know, right? Thank God you don't crumple toilet paper.
I would have walked out and you would have like, oh yeah, I
Say
did.
the fuck out of here. All right, now salsa.
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 Like
salsa.
chips and salsa.
Salsa. chips and salsa.
Or like salsa Steve.
Whatever salsa. Salsa Steve, salsa Eddie. What? Tell me about it.
Boom. So I started dancing 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. I started dancing because like a lot of my friends would go out country dancing, mm-hmm. and like I'd always sit on the side, like I sit drinking, like I'll talk to people, like it's not like I'm having a bad time, mm-hmm. but it's just like I felt like I wasn't.
It's a pull.
Yeah, like
it's a pull.
Like I was like,
I could definitely.
There's a wall that like I couldn't like pass. I was like,
it's like oh, just in here drinking.
Just hey, y'all are cool. Let me talk. And like it worked out sometimes. Like I've met some pretty cool people that way. But like you get bored of like just hanging around while your friends are like out there dancing.
Yeah.
And like a lot of my friends that went out dancing were girls, so like they know how to dance, but they can't really back lead you into like teaching you how to dance. Like
it's so difficult being on this side, dude. Like
a
girl teaching you how to dance versus you teaching a girl how to dance.
Like you teach a girl how to dance, like they're like, oh, okay, cool. Like
it seems like more natural.
Yeah, it works out. Like a girl tries to like back lead you, and she's like, but lead me. It's like, but I don't know what to lead.
Yeah.
So
it's like you're supposed to lead me.
It's like, come on,
do it. You're supposed to be born this way. You're Latino.
Isn't it in your blood?
Isn't it in your blood?
Okay. So it was 2 years ago. Actually, before that, I remember there only being 3 instances in which I tried to dance, like 2 quinceañeras, and one time my mom was like, let's like do a dance, and I was like, that was it, and it was cumbia, and I was very nervous. Like it took me 2 hours in those quinceañeras to be like, ask the girl to dance. Come on. She's sitting there. She's looked at you a couple times.
Damn, even I'm getting a little anxiety just thinking about those first couple times.
Yeah,
man.
it's very nerve wracking. Like you're sitting there, like
bro.
You can even feel your sweat coming down. Like,
oh my god!
And then you ask her, you're like, don't shake your hand.
All the power, keep it steady. Use the force.
And then you dance a few songs, and she's like, oh, thank you. You're like, oh, I survived. And then you think about it for the rest of your life. Wherever you are, I hope you're doing good.
Yeah.
Thanks for bearing with me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was the Seminea. They had a little salsa boot camp. It was salsa on one.
Okay.
That I took. I went to it. It was great. Like Lee taught all the moves. The problem was that I didn't go out social dancing because I didn't have a lot of like friends that like went out social dancing at the time, and I was still nervous about going out to socials myself. I was like, I can't do this. So I went through the course. And like, salsa, I feel like it's something you have to do a lot to like catch on. It's not something that's like, boom. Sure, you have naturals, but it's not something you're like, I'm just gonna do it once.
Most people are not naturals though.
Yeah, it's like I'm not one.
I'm definitely not one.
Like I still struggle to this day. Yeah, I'm still struggling.
Yeah.
But so like I did salsa, and then I took a bachata course because I was like, all right, I'm gonna take more classes. So I took a bachata course, and like to me, bachata just felt very natural. But it does for a lot of people because it's a more simple style.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, you're moving, like you can obviously hear the beat like right there.
Yeah, like it's so steady.
1 through 8.
There's not that many instruments.
Yeah,
especially when they put on like a Post Malone.
just a remix.
Yeah,
you're already singing the song. A lot of bachata songs, you know how to sing them, so you kind of get into it. So I did that for a while. I was still not going out to socials a lot, but I was going to the classes. I go several times a week.
Okay.
I became not known like I'm famous, but like my friends were like, "Oh, he dances bachata."
Yo,
like
Eddie C, the bachata guy.
Damn, we know him. We saw him one time.
Snap. You see him walking.
So like, I just walk up to the club. Oh my God, he's here.
He's here. He walked in.
But it definitely got to the point where like girls were like, oh, you want to dance bachata? I'm like, yeah. And then with like salsa, I was like, I'm staying away from it. Like I am scared.
Yeah.
It's like it moves too fast. I don't know how you experienced
it. To be honest, I didn't really dance too much bachata when we were starting out, just because like my first instructor was like strictly salsa, and she disliked bachata.
Oh, she?
Yeah. Something about it, the closeness, and
she's like, it's too sexual.
It's too sexual or something like that, and she was just like, her name was Edie the Salsa Freak. Yeah.
But bachata is sexual with that.
Yeah.
That name. No disrespect to her, but
I mean, we'll go down a different route.
Yeah.
But she was really cool, man. She was like she was like an older lady. She taught me like everything, man.
She set your foundation.
She just said it, man. Like she told me these stories, and like, dude, instantly I was just like, wow, that's crazy.
Dang.
You know?
Yeah.
And ever since then, this is all I think about.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Like, I definitely feel that. I'll wake up, I'm like, okay, what can I do today to get better? Like,
Yeah.
Where am I going next? So, as bachata, like, as I took it more, I was like, I want to be more involved. I want to, like, learn more, not just, like, bachata. Because I hated, like, dancing a bachata and then off to the side.
Yeah.
And then dancing some more and then off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And then several of my cousins dance salsa, so they're like, come on, like, just take another class, give it another chance, like, check it out.
Okay.
So a year ago, I joined the LDS, and then
that was only a year ago.
Yeah,
I thought you've been dancing with them for a long time.
No, it's been a year.
Okay.
About around this time, a year ago, joined it. I was very like, sign me up, like, let's do this, let's take this. I'm very like, I jump in, I dive in, kind of like.
Yeah.
I'm very like, I get addicted. Like, once I'm passionate about something, I get addicted, and like that's all I think about, and like that's all I want to do. So I was like, this is what I'm gonna do.
Exactly. That's good.
Yeah.
That's real good. I'm just like that, dude. Even though jiu-jitsu, I kind of jumped down a little bit because that.
Jiu-jitsu's tough,
dude. I hurt my knee. Some guy dragged my face on the ground the other day, and I'm just like, dude, I came out looking like I got a sunburn, dude. My face was
when I took jiu-jitsu, I was in a fight, or not a fight, but like a match. I was bleeding all over the place.
Yeah, dude.
But it was like a open match, and like I get more intense. I'm like, oh, like I was going there. Like before dancing, I used to do a lot of like fighting sports and like stuff that's more contact, aggressive. Yeah. So like wrestling, jiu-jitsu, taekwondo,
nice,
and like stuff like that. I would get very into. So yeah, it's rough.
Then I hurt my knee, and I'm like, dude, I kind of need my knee for salsa. That's like my main thing, and I didn't want to like destroy my knee just because I want to go fight somebody, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm good.
You're like, I'm chilling.
I'll get big friends, you know?
I'll fight somebody.
I'll find friends that can fight, you know?
Somebody that just does fighting.
Yeah. Hey, come hang out with me, man. Drinks on me. You know, anyone wants to fuck with me?
It's like, hey, Big Johnny, get over here.
Yeah, come on, man. All right, so where were we at?
Okay, so joined the LDS.
Oh, LDS, yeah.
Did that. Like I joined the Alma team that they had. Mm-hmm. Practiced a lot. It's still bachata. Like I still hadn't fully submerged in the salsa scene quite yet.
Is this Tatiana LDS?
Yeah. Tatiana LDS. She'll be mad. She's like, I'm not LDS. She's like, it's called Alma. Alma Latina.
Okay.
Yeah, it was that team. Mm-hmm. We did the choreo for several months. Looking back at the videos, I just kind of cringe at myself how like stiff I was.
Everyone's like that, bro.
Yeah. Like I see my old videos, I'm like, what was I thinking?
It's just the way it goes.
But you have to like learn.
I still watch them. Like people share stuff because I always like to post things. And it's just like, well, it's out there.
That's the world saw it.
Doesn't matter how cringy it is. That's me.
Hey, but we are where we are because of those movements.
Exactly.
Like if you hadn't gone through that, then you wouldn't be here. So
that's very true. All right.
So I did bachata, and then about I think 6 months now. That's when I joined Fuego y Agua, salsa on 2.
Nice.
So that's really when I started doing salsa, like for real, like actually going to classes, like actually knowing what I was gonna do, because I got elected as one of the LDS officers.
Okay.
And then I was like, I gotta like learn more. Lissy, the old LDS president.
Yeah.
Great dancer. She's always out there. She was like, y'all are gonna have to teach the class like how to dance. I was like, oh crap, I only know bachata. So I was like, okay, gotta breathe, gotta like learn other styles, and that's kind of like why I joined it. And
okay, gotcha.
Ever since then, it's been like a passion. Like it consumes me. Like
yeah, dude.
Like sometimes I'll go into the bathroom during work and like I'll do like a little shine.
It's like, Susie,
and then I hear the door opening. Oh, I'm washing my hands.
Yeah. Okay, and then so you've been with, and then you're also on Tu Culpa. You performed with them in Houston too.
Yes. I started.
How's that been?
It's been fun. It's like it's cool to learn from like two different. Like it's still both salsa on 2, but it's 2 different teachers. You know, they all have their own individual styles, what they like to emphasize on, So it's been very helpful for me to be like, all right,
talk a little bit more about that. What do you mean specifically?
Like, I guess body movements. Like Daddy was very like moves kind of big, like very showy, and I focus this out hard. Like it's very like boom, like here's this move. It's a lot of fun. And then Janae's more like, all right, more like from what I could be completely misreading it, but it's like it's a little bit more elegant, like lead the girl through the move and like do different things. And like I like both styles the same. I just like Darius because it's showy, but Janae's is very like, here you go, and like
she's more flowy.
Yeah, she's more flowy. Like here's a move, and like it feels very natural. So they both have their pros, like great styles. It's something like I have to be conscious about because I'll dance a certain way with one of them and like a certain way with the other. And I have to like, okay, this is kind of how they.
I mean, eventually, like I read this book called Steal Like an Artist, and it basically. Like the first beginning of the book was like pick like your favorite artist, you know, whoever they are, and then like, you know, little by little you steal a little bit from each of them, and then that slowly makes what your art is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You
like
know?
Here's your style. Like
exactly, this is your own style, and I, there's like a beauty in that, you know.
Like you create something new, like something like this is mine. Like
exactly,
it's still a baby, but like this,
still very tame.
Nobody look at it.
Still a fetus. Alright, so explain to me your performing. How's that been?
It's been great. Like I'm someone that likes being put on the spot. Like I don't mind talking in front of people. Like in front of a crowd of 100 or like a crowd of 5. To me, it's kind of the same. Because I'm not, like I try to not be in my head. I'm like it's the same. You're having the same conversation.
Yeah.
There's 10 people or 100. So performing is kind of like that. I was like I could be dancing in front of like 2 people, or I could be dancing in front of 100 people. Yeah. Like to me, it's kind of the same.
Oh man, dude. You know, I feel like I can talk my way to anything. But dude, performing, oh my gosh, dude, it's just like, especially because it's not improv, and I don't have the best memory. I'm very good improv.
Yeah, like if it's something, boom.
Yeah, if I have to think about it on the spot, I'm like da. But when I have to memorize something, I'm just like, what the, you know? Like, holy this and then this.
And then the problem is like if you forget. One part, you kind of forget the rest.
Don't let me black out.
And sometimes you have, like, if it's, I'm more scared of co-ed performances because it's like, if I mess up, I'm messing her up. At least when it's Shines, I'm like, at least it's just me. Like, it's my own mistake. I'm not hurting anybody but me.
Yeah.
So when it's co-ed, I'm like, ah.
Oh, man.
But then it's also the other way. Like, if your partner forgets, you're going to be like, no, breathe. Like, shh. Pull yourself together, we're still here. Because I don't know if you have these conversations, but then in a performance, they'd be like, it's okay. Like, I'll be talking, like, breathe, here, move, and then, like, get back into it.
I'm just like, all right, just do that move for, like, 30% through. All right, we're, like, 50% through. We're almost 70% through. We made it. Just don't fuck up, man.
And you just, boom, big finish. You, like, smile, and, like, we did good.
And, like, yeah. Man, I'm not the best person to talk to at the performance. I'm usually not too happy.
You get into your head, you're like, what did I do?
Yeah, dude, I'm just like, man, that probably looked awful.
I think y'all look great. I mean, to me, I big respect to anybody that performs. Like, anybody that, like, gets up there and it's like, let's do this. Yeah. It's like months of practicing and, like...
So much for 3 minutes.
Yeah, for 3 minutes. And, like, how many times have you performed that? Like...
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot for 3 minutes. But also 3 minutes is a lot.
Yeah. Like, there's so much going on in those 3. There's so much stuff that you gotta be aware of. Like,
so many.
How am I moving? Where are they moving? Like, what's the music telling me to do? Like, so it's a lot. Like, in the Super Bowl, like, all the stuff that they had. Imagine the months of practice they had to do for all that.
Dude, you know what? To be honest, like, I watched a couple like those dancer things, and like a lot of those people are like trained dancers and trained, like, you know, they actually, the reason they get paid so much is like a lot of those people could pick that thing up like this.
Really?
Yeah, like they can. Those people are, a lot of those people are probably handpicked by like J-Lo herself or whoever was there, or J-Lo's, you know, subordinates or whoever they are, and those dancers, they could probably pick that up and do all that stuff and set it up like in a day or 2.
Shoot, that's insane.
I don't think that's like a whole month kind of thing.
Kind of prepared.
Yeah. I think that stuff is done pretty fast, dude.
well, even if the performance itself was like built in a day or two, imagine the work they themselves had to like put on, be physically fit to like stand all that dancing, like practice moves.
Oh, I mean,
yeah.
We're not discounting all the years and years and years of training that it took for them to be able to memorize something in like 10 minutes.
It's just that they're at such a level that
like they're the type of people like you show them probably 1-2 times they could probably figure it out. You know, they're like, oh, okay, they're doing this and this.
Because they know the names for all these moves. They're like, okay, cool, it's gonna be boom, boom, boom. Instead of like when you learn a choreo and you don't know the names of that stuff, you're like, I'm doing this twisty thing as I go in there.
Well, even like that, like, man, dude, a lot of those, like you ever taken a hip hop class?
No.
Dude, in a hip hop class, there's no names to moves. Like in salsa, they're very structured. We have a lot of names to a lot of things. It might be different from school to school, but like when you take a hip hop class, like these people, like any type of body movement, they're able to copy.
Damn.
Like even if they've never seen it before.
They're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Look at it once, and then it's like, okay, that's how they're moving.
Oh, okay. And then they can just copy it. And sometimes I'm just like, wow, that's amazing. Yeah. Like they don't need to know beforehand. Like they have very good body control.
They're so fluid and like, cause they know exactly what their body's doing. And
I mean, a lot of people have done that for a while. So
yeah, you don't just kind of walk in.
You don't walk in and figure that out. No, there's no way.
You got a group on. You're like, I'll take that class.
My 10th group, what's up? I got this. I mean, salsa's the same way though. It's like, all right. What's the best part about dancing?
Shoot, best part about dancing, I guess, like you creating something and it's very on the spot. And it's like, boom, we're doing this, and like you can hear the music. You're like, oh, I should do a couple turns right here. I'm gonna give myself a turn. Yeah. And like you have this connection with this person, and like you're building, and like you can hear the music. Like y'all are both having fun. Like it's a very interactive thing to do. And then it's like, boom, the music cuts out, and you're like, thank you. And then they're like, thank you. I'll see you around the dance floor. Maybe you get another dance with them, and maybe you never see them again.
It's true.
But it's like you create this art that can be created anywhere. Like I haven't traveled a lot for dancing. My dancing experiences are fairly new to most people that have been doing this. But I went to Ohio, and I was like on my last day there for work. I was like, I'm just gonna go out dancing. There was a social at a square that they had. A lot of people came by. It's cool just to like kind of jump in there instead dancing with people like you've never met, like you've never seen. Like you're like, hey.
Probably one of the cooler things, like you just go somewhere random, anywhere. It's like, and if someone knows how to dance the same style you know how to dance, it's like, wow, I got something to do here.
It's like, boom, I was born on a Wednesday night and now I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a Latin night down the street.
Yeah, that's like just one of my favorite things on the planet, dude. It's amazing.
And then you meet a lot of different personalities. Like, it's not like, hey, would you like to dance? You start talking to them like, oh yeah, I dance professionally, like every day. Or some of the people I met out there, like there was this girl, I was like, oh yeah, I'm a project manager at this business firm. She said the name, and I was like, oh, that sounds familiar. She's like, yeah, I do that full time, but I like to dance on the side. She was a great dancer. She was from England. I was like, this is cool. Like, she knows how to do this too. They're like different people from Mexico, from Brazil, and like all backgrounds, and it's something anybody can like pick up and do, which is super exciting as well. Like, oh, dance, anybody,
dude. All right. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
I actually don't eat that many Girl Scout cookies to the point where I know names. Usually, in my family, we eat a lot. And we'll just, whatever's in the pantry, we're 3 dudes, 1 girl. Okay. My 16-year-old brother is taller than me and bigger than me. Oh, okay. So we eat a lot. So it's kind of like sometimes I'm like, I'm just scarfing down food.
You know what color box it is?
Green.
Oh, the Thin Mints?
Yeah.
The Thin Mints?
Yeah.
Those are my favorite too.
Those are bomb.
Those and the samosas.
Samosas?
Those are the ones with the coconut and they have drizzled chocolate on top.
Oh, that sounds good. I don't think I've ever had them, but they sound good.
Those girls get me every year.
There's these Mexican cookies called arcoiris, I think, or bombones or something. But they're like marshmallow with coconut and strawberry and like those are good. Those are what made me fat when I was young.
Damn, dude. I'm still fat because of all those things. Oh, man. Do you like performing?
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's almost like a high. Like,
it's a very big high.
Like, you're up there.
Adrenaline. Dude, when we performed the other day, the song even felt slower than my adrenaline was running so hard. Like, I'm like, Darty, you guys put that at 100%? He's like, yeah, that was 100%. I'm like, wow, it felt like a cha-cha in my head, you know? It's like, yeah, like, it was like,
you're so hyped, you're so like in the moment, you're like, why is everything going so slow?
Don't fuck up. What's your favorite food?
Ooh, favorite food? Lasagna.
What?
Lasagna?
Oh, lasagna. Okay.
See, that's one of the like little accent things. I was like, there's some words that like I'll say it. I'm like
lasagna.
That's where girls go, oh, you foreign.
What the fuck?
Because in Spanish is lasagna.
Where you come from?
Where the fuck?
What the fuck?
Hey man, you having a stroke?
You okay, man?
Someone call 911.
Lasagna?
Yeah.
You have a restaurant where you go get lasagna?
Yeah, I go to a restaurant and I can make my own, but it takes like 3 hours.
Oh,
so like it comes. Yeah.
It's a pain in the butt to make lasagna, right? Like all those layers.
Yeah. Especially if you want to go like scratch, like make your own meat sauce. That's like a whole hour and a half of your day. Okay. And then like layering it and like getting the like I'll make my own ricotta.
Oh, that's
and like all that. So yeah, it takes a while.
Sounds good though.
It's hella good. And then you eat way too much, and then there goes like all your progress from working out.
So is your favorite restaurant Italian food?
No, I like seafood. Like if it's like a restaurant, like I'd rather go to like a seafood place.
Do you have a favorite restaurant in San Antonio?
I don't pick favorites.
You don't pick favorites?
Ever since I was little, never picked favorites.
You don't pick favorites?
I like being open to like options.
You don't have a favorite color?
No.
You don't have a favorite color?
It switches from like green to silver to blue. But like today I was feeling purple, so like maybe that one's it.
Well, you know my favorite color. You know?
No.
It's red.
Fuck. I was like, I started looking around, I was like, no, because I mean, you could go almost like white, silverish. I was like, don't act like.
Dude. You see that puzzle? It's 1,500 pieces.
Oh, is this the one you were built over like Christmas break, like Christmas time?
Yeah.
Damn. I just poke it.
Yeah, dude, I think it might fall off the wall right now. To be honest, it's
very scary. Like,
it's like barely on there.
You have a lot of trust on whatever's holding that up.
It's like, I think it's like a sticker. Alright. Now, where am I at? Do you think dance helps you get girls?
Everybody likes this question. I think this is why a lot of guys, like, I'm not gonna say I didn't go into dancing being like, there's gonna be all these fine women out in the dance floor.
Did you or did you not come out here because someone told you that guys that dance get girls?
Yes, I mean, yeah.
Who told you that? Was it an uncle or a friend?
I think it was my dad actually. He was like, mijo. I say it in English because I mean,
yeah.
It's like, mijo, you gotta go out dancing. Like, you see that pretty girl? Just go ask her to dance. What's the worst thing that could happen? And at the time, I'd be like, Dad, I could mess up that dance so bad. Yeah. She'll never want to talk to me.
Oh, man, that's funny, man. You know, for me, it was like, I have a cousin, I have two cousins. One is married but he's married to my cousins. And he showed me this video on his phone. He's like, and I think it just happened probably 6 months after a breakup. He's like, what you gotta do? And he talked to me in Spanish because this was in Nicaragua when I went home for Christmas. He's like, what you gotta do is you gotta learn to dance. I'm like, really? Learn to dance? And I'm like, why? Let me show you this video. And he shows me this video on the phone. He's like, you see these girls? They're all lining up to dance with this guy right here. And it's a cumbia video. Like I totally remember in my head. Like it wasn't even salsa.
It was just cumbia.
I was just like, I gotta learn to dance. You know?
They got lines. It's like, I'm like, they got lines, bro. It's like people are lining up. I want lines. I barely get one every 2 years. I don't have a line.
They're asking him. I have to ask. That was funny, yeah. Okay.
But when it comes to like girls and dancing, it's like it doesn't assure you'll get a girl. Like if I were to date, or like if I was being rude to the girl, or if like you know how like sometimes in bachata like you dance too sexual and like girls are not gonna have that. Then
correct.
Then hell no, dancing doesn't help you get more girls. But what it does help is like you get introduced to a lot of these beautiful women. They're out dancing. It's like you're in the environment.
Exactly. So yeah, I think a lot of people don't understand that. It's like you're putting yourself in contact with more people of the opposite sex.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. You're only increasing your chances by like 1,000,000 times because you don't have to walk up to someone random at a coffee shop. Or,
Excuse me, I know you're reading and studying and probably trying to figure out your life, but let me take your time real quick.
Like, I'm really fucking awesome. All right.
Let me tell you why.
Give me 5 seconds, okay?
It's like a sales pitch, always like. And they're like, dude, I don't care. You're not that good looking. I don't know what the hell you're about. Yeah, 5 seconds to get away from me.
Yeah, let me tell you my marketing speech. I just need to get her to say yes 3 times before I ask her what I want. That's funny, man.
So yes, just to like being out there and like being in contact with them is
exactly
like it's like trying to win the lottery without ever buying a lotto ticket. Like boom.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's not the dancing per se. It's just like you just happen to be around a lot of women that are also dancing.
Yeah. And it's a simple. Y'all share a hobby together. You can have fun with somebody, and they're like, okay, I potentially might date this person.
Yeah.
That's all.
Potentially.
Doesn't mean you will.
Potentially.
You see a little kid.
Especially if you have a lot of potential.
In the viewers, you're like, they're like, oh, I'm about to pull so many girls. They're like, potentially, crap, man. I thought this was for sure.
For sure thing. His dad, his cousins, they all said for sure.
The videos.
The lines. Oh man, that's funny. All right, man. Do you have any questions for me?
Actually, yeah. Like, you're somebody that's like traveled and like been around the salsa world, like a bit more. We have similar personalities. Like, how do you do it to like progress? Like, how do you keep building?
Keep building. Keep asking questions. Keep being a fool. I think that's the biggest thing. It's like, especially because, like, sometimes you get like a big ego. I can understand that. Like, you're like, oh, I've learned enough, and I'm better than like the average Joe, you know. And like sometimes it's like, yeah, but it's not being about better than anybody. It's like, like how deep does this hole go, you know, and how deep can I go in there, you know? It's like an exploration, you know. That's kind of how I see it.
Like, your biggest competition should be yourself, not just because you're better. Just because you're better than somebody else doesn't mean you're better than you from yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even see it as a competition anymore. Kind of like, I get it because it's an art, so it's kind of just fun to explore how much I can do. You know, it's like, oh, I could do that. Oh, I could do that. Oh, I could do that too. You know, it's like, and how much I can. Because once I turn into a competition, it kind of loses a little bit of its fun, and then my ego kind of starts taking over.
Yeah.
Like I could even feel it, you know. But once I see it as like, oh, I just need to keep learning because I just really enjoy doing this, and I enjoy looking cool, you know.
Yeah. Like you can feel yourself. Like when you feel it dancing, like I'm hitting all those moves.
Exactly,
like
you know. And I'm doing my shines. I'm feeling myself, you know. I like that feeling, you know. Like it's not about competition with my old self, new self. It's just like, dude, I just hit that beat on that Suzy Q or my shine or whatever it is, and that makes me feel good.
And then when you're dancing, like somebody's like matching your energy, you're like, oh crap, like this is built. Like you don't even care who's around you. Like
exactly.
There's a ton of people around and it's just y'all two having fun.
Exactly, yeah. That's one big thing. It's like, so, and you know, I read this quote the other day I really loved. It was like, he who is not willing to be the fool will never become the master.
Oh, that's good. It's for sure good.
I think it was by Jordan Peterson. You know, and I really like that because, you know, I've never been like the smartest person in the room, you know, but I'm a very intelligent person, and it probably had to do with the fact that I continuously let myself be a fool.
Yeah, it's like the whole talent versus like hard work thing. Like people might be like naturally like good at dancing, but it's like if they don't practice, they don't put in the effort, then they just kind of get there like, oh, I'm good enough, and then you're like, oh, I'm going out there like I'm making a fool of myself. Like, sure, I might not have the best moves all the time, but that's what's leading me to having those great moves, like having those great dances, having those great nights, and
it's like you miss all the shots you don't take, man.
Exactly.
Just keep taking shots.
That's why I keep drinking all night.
Yeah, as soon as you get tired of dancing, you're in a great environment anyway.
Yeah,
like just to talk shit. Dude, it's like that's one of my favorite parts of going. That's like all the people are all happy and they're all just want to dance, having a good time. They have a couple beer cheers. They give you a beer. You give them a beer. You give me a shot.
Like, making friends with people.
Yeah, dude. And then you go get tacos.
Bro, that's what kills my diet. Those Taco P late night runs.
Dude, kill me now, dude. And it's Asia's favorite restaurant is Taquitos West Ave.
Oh, they're good.
Oh my god, bro. We've been going so much. I'm just like, dude, I don't complain just because they're amazing.
Yeah. But it's like, there's other restaurants, babe.
She like loves them, dude. And I love too. Like, we actually don't like Italian food. That's like one of the things we do. I think we went to Tatiana one time to like one of like Tatiana LDS things. And then we didn't like it, but tacos, like that's one thing we like both agree on. You can agree with tacos with a lot of people, especially here in San Antonio.
Oh, hell yeah.
We destroy tacos, dude.
It's something you can almost eat, like every day. Like it's the Mexican, like just like, you're hungry? Tacos, like whatever.
Lately, we've been doing this thing where there's a lot of taco restaurants around here. Mm-hmm. Like we have one we for sure like. It's called Garcia's down there. But we've been trying all the ones around here, all the little mom and pop taquito shops, like for breakfast tacos. Dude, it's gonna make me enormous.
That's why you gotta keep on dancing.
That's why I got to, man.
That's what I learned now.
I gotta stop dancing. All right, and then any other questions?
Coolest Congress, because I mean I like to travel, and now that I can dance. I'm actually going to Boston.
Oh, cool!
Just to go.
Okay.
One of my buddies lives out there, so like immediately it was like, I was like, I want to visit him, but I was like, I also want to go dancing.
Yeah.
So I started checking out clubs. Like I already had to have like some spots like I want to check out. So like to you that you travel a lot to congresses or like different cities, like which congress or which city was like, this is it, like this is a cool spot, everybody should come to.
I think one of my favorite congresses for social dancing was the Paris International Salsa Congress.
Oh shoot!
That one was really, really cool. They did a great job like decorating because it was like a jungle theme. So like a lot of people came dressed as the theme, which so like a lot of girls were in like leopard bodysuits and like like a lot of guys dressed up with like
the shirt, like the leopard shirt, maybe.
Leopard shirt or like Tarzan,
Yeah, oh shoot.
So that was pretty cool. And dude, it was so lit. Like, so you know how like sometimes like the congresses around here like they started to die down like around 2 a.m. Like, dude, I don't know if you ever saw my story on my Instagram, but like, dude, like it was like 2:30 in the morning. They opened up the social dance floor and they made a circle and they did a performance on the social dance floor at 2:30 in the morning, like a 2 a.m. morning performance, like, and it just got even more lit.
Everybody's like, the performance started.
Snap, yo, you gotta get down there, man. It's going ham right now.
People are barely pre-gaming that too. Yeah. They're like, yo.
Well, that's another thing too. I think people start later over there.
Yeah.
So they're able to last longer. Because, dude, over there, they didn't stop till 7 a.m. We went to go eat breakfast right after social dancing. Then went to go pass out. Then woke up as soon as possible so I could get to a workshop. But I was still, like, in a daze, dude. I'm like, yo, I ain't trying to do nothing right now. I am, like...
You can feel yourself sweating out the toxins
my God, my feet hurt so bad. I didn't even drink that much. I just drank a little bit. And the hotel was super nice. I don't know. If I go back to Europe, I'd go back to that one, dude.
That was sounds like a fun experience. Sounds like
it was good, man. Another place that was pretty good, Korea had amazing social dancers, dude. And I went to a city called Busan. It's like 2 hours south of Seoul, and dude, they dance till like 5 o'clock in the morning, like every Friday and Saturday.
That's a regular thing.
That's a regular thing. They do this thing where like at 2 o'clock in the morning, they go get something to eat you know, some snack like down the street at like a Denny's or something. Then they come back like at 2:30, and then they keep going to like 5 a.m.
So they have a little intermission, and then they're like, all right, cool, back to it.
I think they go to 5 a.m. because of that's when the train starts.
Oh.
And they go around a lot of public transportation over there.
That's a creative way to like solve a problem. You know, like, I want to go out dancing tonight, but I don't have a ride. Let's just practice.
Let's keep partying.
Let's keep going. Like,
keep drinking.
It'll get here eventually.
Yeah,
That'll be a
they don't
train.
turn on till 5. Well, I guess we're drinking till 5. They have a really big drinking culture over there.
Are they really?
Yeah. And you know what's funny? Their fried chicken and beer is their like,
staple. They're like
their staple. Their staple food.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
That sounds fucking good.
Fried chicken and beer. It was good.
Here, you like tacos afterwards. They're like, hey, fried chicken.
Fried chicken, dude. Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
This is up.
All right. Anybody you want to plug?
Myself.
All right.
Eddie Coronado _96. I had that nickname or Instagram thing since I was like 17.
Really?
I actually tried to change it a couple times. I actually looked at it today. I was like, should I change it?
I'm going on the show. I'm going on the show.
I'm gonna come up with something cooler.
Salsa 80C.
I was like, I'm too new in salsa world to call myself.
I didn't think of a cool name. I gotta go. We're gonna be late.
But yeah,
it's like, fuck, I'm just gonna stick with that one.
I was like, damn it, next year.
Hey,
Next show.
You know what's funny?
Next show. I'm like, Steve, I changed my name. Please, man, have me again.
He's like, oh, can you modify that, please? 6 months from now. Can you change that, man? Everyone keeps sending me messages. They can't find me. You know what me and Anastasia were talking about? Like, we're taking up all like the usernames and like, what are our kids gonna use as usernames? You know?
They just start plugging in like numbers at the end of it.
Yeah, like more numbers. But I've also seen this new thing where like it was on like the iPhone game store.
Mm-hmm.
Like the names that they're recommending are like, you know, like the Lion of the Orc from North Dakota. You know, like something weird, like something weirdly long like that.
Weirdly and specific. It's like, why North Dakota? Like,
well, that was just an example, but it was just like it kind of almost seemed like an ancient thing, kind of like you know, like I'm trying to think, like, look, Alexander the Great, you know, you know, like olden times, the way someone was named.
Maybe like 2,000 years from now, somebody's gonna be like, Big Slayer, Halo 5, 72, and they're like, oh, dude, was this like a historical figure? It's just some kid playing Halo.
Yeah, who knows? That's just crazy. Yeah. So, anybody else?
Fuego y Agua.
Okay. Fuego y Agua.
Great dancers. Salsa Steve. Your show. Let me plug you real quick. Tucumpa as well. UTSA, LDS. Everybody that I know. All my fans out there. You, Mom. I see you out there.
We both love you, Mom. All right. Well, thank you for coming, Eddie. I really
thank you for having me. Fun time.